Polygamy is should be legalized. First and foremost, in a democratic society, adults should have the right to choose their own partners as long as they have the free consent and if it is consensual. But marriage is kind of personal freedom and personal decision. If two or more adults wants to live together, then government should not interfere in their private lives or in their privacy. And in case, for example, in Saudi Arabia and more like other countries like Nigeria and other rural sites of this country, Nigeria, most of women are often getting married to a married man for their for getting that financial status, for removing that, though legalizing it would ensure that equality before law and remove that racial discrimination in a society. And for at last, I would like to say that polygamy exists in every society. Legalizing it will not promote it, but it will save and protect the vulnerable women and children. And I will like to give my other things. So
Okay, so we all know the subject matter. I don't like to chew the fat anymore. So at first I like to say that we are living in a traditional society, okay? So according to the society rules, according to the apex code, we can't have multiple wives or we can't have multiple soulmates. It's really very harmful for us and also for our society, because we know that still if we having a live together relation, so our society also nitpicking us. So it's really very bad for our society.
That's why we want to legalize it. That's why we want to legalize it, so that women get the protection.
Okay. So according to your point, you are getting a lot of support to husband or to wife.
Sorry, I don't understand the question. But in a
how
society,
polygamy works?
in a present
First tell
society,
me.
people would
As first I said that according to our religion, according to our
that we have.
let me finish first, please.
Okay.
According to our religion, I'm talking about, not talking about other religion like Muslims or other religion. According to our religion, we can't marry multiple women. Okay, because
But it happens.
still we are living in a.
But it happens in every
According to our
society.
ancestors, okay, we still not have
in
multiple wives.
Mahabharata, but in also present times. Tenacious people would get
No,
married
you
to
can
multiple women.
first you should describe me. If our apex code, if our judiciary system not allowed us to have multiple wives, so how can you marry
That's
multiple?
why we want to legalize it.
How
That's
can you
why.
legalize it? Our apex code not allowing us.
You are just raising the roof for legalizing it. Will you admit it from the core of your mind that you will allow it? Means you can tolerate that your husband is sharing bed with other women.
Okay.
But your mind, your mentality will permit you.
What she said, 2 or 3 more than 2, that is consensual people. That means those who have consent.
Okay.
That I want to do it.
Okay.
No one is forcing that everyone should have the polygamy.
Okay.
So those who want to do it, so that
Means you are saying that some people who are choosing it,
Yes.
who are consensual,
Yes.
they should be allowed for polygamy.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the society
if it is legalized, everything can be faced
or you have
before
From the society
intercaste
people. Then how can you say it?
intercaste marriages were not that much popular, right? But it happens now. Previously, love marriages was not that much popular. Society would not accept it now, but now they are supporting. So similarly,
society or
But you have to keep it in mind that before marrying, means before admitting polygamy, one should pregnant his billboard, because to maintain more than one or two wives, he must have some resources to run the family. Otherwise, he will not maintain the
And there is also
expenditure of the
there is
family.
also conflict in between two
Okay,
wives.
then there can have some
Cannot fulfill
regulation.
that particular
That's
husband
why we
cannot
want to legalize
which is of
it.
two
That
wives.
we can force some regulations
No,
there.
if our apex court will
Yes.
allow it, then all will go for it.
It is not
All
allowed.
will
How
go
can
for
you be
the
so
polygamy.
sure? How can you be so sure? Okay, if it is allowed, then it will be legalized. Then those who want to choose it, they can choose it.
No,
Okay.
you are talking about a particular person who can choose polygamy. If a court is is legalized at that, then it is promotes polygamy.
No,
Yes.
it says that if you want to choose it as an adult,
Yes.
as a more than two consensual
Listen,
people, then you can choose it.
Listen, we are
Okay.
living in a society.
Yes.
If a lady wear a dress, there's a society person, including some ladies and some persons.
Yes.
They are teaching us. They are teaching that particularity. They nitpick. You are wearing that dress.
So what you will choose, the society or what
So
you
that-
right?
that situation, how can you marry multiple person?
If you are talking about freedom, then
Yes.
freedom must be balanced with social justice and equality. But
We
equality
will
doesn't
promote social justice. We will promote social justice. For example, somebody marries two women, and if it is not legalized, the other person will be invisible in front of the court. That woman is the vulnerable one. That woman is not properly getting justice. But if it is legalized, then that woman also can get the protection of the law. That I have. This one is my spouse.
this one is my spouse. This two is not my.
Particular one.
This
This
one.
particular one.
This particular
This
one.
particular one.
Polygamy doesn't mean that you married with several men at the same time. That doesn't mean that you divorced someone after that you are getting married. This already happened. This is different. You are talking about a woman stand in the court and she has some arguments with her husband, and
And you know, you have financial
she
problem
wants-
was you have multiple wives. Somebody has multiple wives or multiple husbands. Okay. They have multiple childs, right?
Yes.
2 or 3 wives and
Yes.
6 children.
So
And you have also economical problem.
no.
So how can you survive?
In previous times, we also had 7 to 8 children. We used to manage them.
At that time, they have resources. For the for
We
bearing the
also
expenditure.
have to earn the
You are living-
resources.
No, in the 21st century, earning 20,000 is a very difficult, Herculean task for the family member.
Look, if it is difficult, but it's not impossible. If someone wants to do it, they can do it. They can do it. Who are you to prevent them
how
from
it is
choosing?
possible?
No, I want to know about anybody.
Ever just give a side that it is possible. Like you introduce your like a person, like a husband. Introduce your wife.
Actually, you
They are my wives.
and is that
They are my wives.
men are polygamous in nature. Okay, if I admit it, then all men are dreaming like that. I have more than 2 or 3 wives, I will do it, or that. Okay.
Polygamy
Only
means
one-
woman can choose also multiple partners. So that will be
So
also.
that is polyandry. Means
Yes, that is also one part of
Yes.
polygamy. Polygamy and polyandry. 2 practices will be there.
Yes.
Okay. That
And Draupadi
Yes.
has a wife or husband.
Yes.
That's polyandry.
Yes, polyandry. So with the male or woman also can have multiple partners.
no. It,
What do you mean?
is this right for our society?
Sri Krishna,
Okay.
Mahabharata, they are living 2026. How is it possible?
They are showing
What
us.
is that?
Look, you follow Gita or not? You follow Gita or not?
Yes, I followed
Then,
Gita.
then,
But
then
with
what is
all
the
due
problem with?
respect,
I know the name of the holy books. Okay, I know, but I don't read.
But you don't know
What is that's not important. Important is it should be legalized or not.
Like you introduce your husband or your wife, a particular husband, introduce her, it's like you were in a party, okay?
Yes.
A, B, C, D, lots of people are there.
Yes.
You will introduce that this is my wife.
Yes, what's the problem? I said this is my
A particular person going to a party, 6 ladies, these are my wives.
Yes, these are my husband.
Yes.
What is the problem with that?
You are a very broad-minded woman.
Yes, I am.
I have to admit it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then you accept
Yes.
it. No. I am just admitting that she is a very broad-minded woman. I just admit it.
Now, we agree with her.
No.
Don't agree.
No.
Okay.
But I have already told that
Yes. You understand. Yes.
If we are talking about Draupadi, Lord Shri Krishna, I hear it from the very outside, but with all due respect of our the Gita, but Draupadi marriages have happened with for some mythological circumstances. It not
Arjun
her choice.
had 4 wives.
Yes.
So
There is a ritual that if you are married a queen of a state or a country, then you will win that country.
that is the mean.
What political
That's-
alliance
yes,
those
for-
things
this is
took
for the
place?
political
Like
alliance.
Akbar had multiple wives. For political alliance, he did it.
Not all marriages happen due to political alliances.
Yes, obviously. Why not?
Not all. How can you be so sure about it?
Just think about the circumstances, okay, like I'm giving you
then, what-
like you have 4 children.
Okay, if it is political circumstances or whatever, you should legalize. I want to choose it. If you cannot legalize it, I cannot choose it. Try to understand. If whatever reason it may be, if it is legalized, I have the right to choose it. How can you prevent me from choosing something? It is my right, my individual right. I want to choose. I have the right.
Or not, that's up to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's your
Like there are
personal-
many things which are legal. You know very well that extramarital affair is also not a cognizable offense now. But do you think all the married people are going for extramarital affairs?
No.
No, not that. That's why
But-
what she is saying, that's the same. She is saying that yes, polygamy should be legalized, but it doesn't mean that everybody will go for the polygamy. If you want, you can. Nobody will arrest you.
Also reaction.
All right.
Yes.
Prove that. It's a
She-
debate.
She is talking about the exceptional cases, but what about the general? If for example, a rich
If it is
man-
exceptional today, someday or other it will be
I want to
realized.
give an example that a rich man, I think if we imagine that polygamy is legalized, a rich man can marry multiple women. A woman is very happy to be with a rich man, then already 5-6 wives he got. Then what about the lower middle class men? They remain unmarried.
If they want to choose it, they can
Social
choose it.
balance, the general balance,
Then
which
the
we are
man-woman ratio will be disturbed.
disturbed. Our reproduction rate will be disturbed. Every woman wants to economical issues. There are many economical
Yes.
issues. There are many personal issues with the jealousy, the economical issues, burden issues.
Do you
There are
think
many
monogamy
economical issues.
practices don't have jealousy? Do you think monogamy practices don't have any jealousy?
Yes, we have.
Then it is dependent on the person. But it does not depend on the structure.
No, that
Then what about the future of that
then
children?
then you
What
think
is the future?
then you then you think
Do you think that there is a conflict between multiple wives also?
then you think then monogamy already we practice monogamy, but already we have
We had also practiced polygamy too.
we
Though-
have jealousy, but
Though-
after legalizing it they are increasing.
Then if,
You don't think
in
that
a
they are
polygamy
increasing criminal rates? Criminal
I
it is
don't
out of
know.
jealousy. There are many criminal rates increasing very
Why do you think it will be criminal? Why? What is the criminalizing thing you have seen here?
You read the newspapers.
Yes,
Then
I
you
do.
see all the things. What happened if we practice monogamy right,
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Then after if the code legalized this polygamy, then after that criminal it's
How? Tell me.
because we are not
We are actually monogamous, not monogamous at all. Actually, we are polygamous in nature. That's why
How many husbands you have right now?
How many? It is not about me.
It's all about you and me and our societies. We all have
But
3
you
to
know-
4
you know
husbands and
that-
wives.
If you have one husband, that doesn't mean you have one husband. In your mind, you have 5 more husbands.
Yes.
Okay, but unfortunately, or because of the social
Society,
restriction,
yes.
you are not being able to put it into practice.
Yes.
Mentally, you are cherishing that.
Yes.
Okay,
That's why extramarital affairs happens. Yes, that is the one of the core reason extramarital affairs happen.
Sir, we are the social being.
We are talking about the society.
Don't tell us.
Don't think about the tradition.
Okay, interesting what Shubhendu wants to
Okay.
say. Shubhendu is saying something.
We are social being and we are living in a society,
Yes.
and we have to follow the rules and regulations, norms of the society for living in the society. And if we follow the rules and doing something secretly, concealed way, that we are keeping wives, means we are doing polygamy secretly and keeping wives in a hidden manner, then it is someone can say, our opponents also told that we are doing, we were following polygamy, okay, but not they are not disclosing it. Some people really in this 21st century, 2026, some people in our society, they are keeping more than one wife, but not they are not disclosing it, but they are cherishing this view that if I have 1 or 2 wives, I will enjoy my life. In our elite classes, some male are there, they are just supplying wives in nights for just for the sake of the enjoyment.
Swapping.
Yes, swapping wives.
Swapping class.
Yes, just for the enjoyment. Why they are doing it? Because this 2026, we are very, means it is the trend of the society.
Don't you think that's a form of perversion?
Yes, I admit it, this is form of perversion, but people are enjoying perversion nowadays.
But if there was polygamy, this would not happen. And there is a polygamy.
No, actually, the thing is that when wives are there in my home, but I am not satisfied with my wife, I have to do sex outside of my home. That's why I am supplying wives with others.
Swapping wives.
Swapping wives with others.
Understood what he has said. He has said that yes, if you have 5 wives also, if you have that nature, in spite of having 5 wives, you will be continuing with an extramarital affair. After having 5 wives. So how can you carve that problem? That problem is insoluble.
Yes, sir. But there are people who wants to have more than one partner and very satisfied with it. If we restrict those people, we are actually restricting the system, and we are actually restricting the freedom of that particular person. For example, lots of in Saudi Arabia, they have multiple partners, and Africa also they have multiple partners. They don't cheat. If you want to cheat, be it polygamy or monogamy, you will be cheat. You will be a cheat. But if you really love that person and you want to be in relationship with those person, you can be happy with the polygamous or monogamous situation. The thing is, it should be legalized for the right of our choosing, that we want to choose and I can choose.
The polygamy will promote the health of the society or not? Do you think that the health of the society is taken care of if polygamy is practiced?
So truthfully speaking, that everything has its consequences. So there will be some merits and so there will be some demerits.
But
But
more.
um,
Do you think merit outweighs demerit?
sir, I don't know actually, because
But you are debating now.
yes. So
Without
I
knowing
think
how
I think that will be interesting situation. I think merits will be more. Merits will be more because
That you are almost teacher. She is saying that everything has its pros and cons. Okay, but if pros are more than the cons, then we should go for that.
No, sir.
Please explain.
Demerits is more than merits. Because I have already showed an example of a rich man or a rich woman and all that. But if we are continuously doing multiple marriages here and there, then it is not the fruitful for our society, for our children also. Because if we married a person or a man or a woman, we want a children, we want children. But if we continuously doing that I like her or I like him, I want to marry him, go and marry. Nowadays it will restrict
No,
it.
how can you go and marry? If you like a particular person, say you like Mr. X, but it is not that Mr. X also will like you. If you go to Mr. X and propose, Mr. X will outright turn down. Will say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to marry.
It will happen. It
But
will
if you are telling in such a manner, you have the monopoly. If you want somebody, you can instantly have that. It is not like that. Polygamy doesn't mean that.
Yes.
There should be a consensus between the partners. It is not that by force somebody will do something that will be called quote unquote rape. Okay,
Yes, sir.
we are not talking about that.
Yes.
That's a social malaise. We are talking about some healthy practice. Alright, polygamy in a healthy manner,
No, sir. Polygamy itself is not a healthy.
unhealthy.
It's not a healthy in nature. I already told that it's not healthy for our society. It can promote
In
very
which way can it destroy our society?
in many ways, sir. In economical way.
Economical.
Economical way.
Economic.
Yes, sir. In our scientifical way.
Scientific, what is that?
Scientifical way, sir. One man or one woman should marry many men or many women. Then all of them, they are reproduced from one man. Then our reproductivity rate and our evolution or our variancy from our society, it became very low in manner. Because
Are you talking about the potency of a man? If the man is not potent
I'm not-
enough, it's not possible for him to have a healthy relationship with
I am-
five wives.
I am talking about variation, sir. Because I am a different woman from my family, and I married some man from other family.
Alright.
All right. Then my man wants to
You are
marry.
genetically different.
Yes, genetically different. But if multiple women, for example, I married a man, then my husband married some other man, other woman. Then I think that it's restrict our genetical variation in one family. Because
No, you may marry somebody else then.
yes,
You may also have more than 2 husbands, 3 husbands. Your
Then-
husband, say you are the wife of one particular
Then-
gentleman, does not necessarily mean that you cannot marry again. You can also marry.
then after at the end of the day, sir, our brothers, our fathers, then all we are getting very frustrating or suffocating in our lives, because we don't have any father and brother in our sides, that whatever we like and whose person we like and love, and they are giving love, and we are just going and marry them just because of it is legalized. It's create a troublesome situation, sir.
Don't you think that we marry for love?
Yes, sir, obviously.
So marriage without love is not possible. And that we answer.
Yes.
So if you love somebody, you may go and propose. What's the harm there? I don't understand.
But what about our relationships?
No, you are going to get into a new relationship.
Okay.
What is the problem there?
Yes, obviously, I like a man or I love a man and he loves me also.
Say I have some relationship with Musa. Okay, he's my child, son. That does not mean that I cannot have the same relationship with Suren. I can, if I want.
Yes, sir.
So what is the harm there? Society will be harmed. If I love both of them as my children,
No, it's not harmful, sir. It's not
you are saying
harmful.
that there it will be boring, frustrating, you told.
Boring,
Frustrating.
frustrating, because if it is not about the question of son and brother and friends, we have many friends in our lives. But if we are talking about marriage, marriage is not just a thing that we want and we do. No, but it's traditional and a cultural also, and it's also has our judiciary. It also happened is our proper judicial manner. That's why we all are Indian. We all know that. But I'm not talking about any religion or any other country. I am just talking about India. In India,
it is legalized, it will happen there, judicial support.
Yes,
if
we
it is
all-
legalized, then our society will just, even a population explosion will be there. Means the women counterpart of our society will just
Exclusion.
the population explosion will be
But
there.
he is saying just the opposite.
No. If polygamy would be
He is saying that our evolution will be established, it will decrease.
no, a population blast will be there, explosion will be there.
Then he's
Because
talking about they will
women just will be
gradually
to report the report.
then government should enforce the laws about maintaining the population. Government should enforce the laws about maintaining the population around the society. Because
Actually, our government
polygamy
Have you
is
heard
already exist in the
that
society.
we do our
Polygamy
work,
is not a
government
rookie
introduced that
mistake.
system.
Polygamy is not a rookie mistake. Polygamy is not a rookie mistake. Polygamy is already existing in a society. Existing in society.
I told you, society, which society?
In our society.
It is not admitted.
We will get to see that.
It is not legalized.
Here is
Not
also
legalized
legalized.
here. Not legalized
I am not talking about the legalization. I am talking if
It is
it is legalized.
Not legalized.
It is legalized.
Still not legalized.
If you want to legalize it.
It is legalized for in
What
certain manner for a
about the
particular
child?
religion.
What
It is
about
also
the
terms and
child they are
conditions.
having? If it is not legalized in a society,
Even
the
if
child
it is,
becomes.
what is the benefit?
Let me
Please tell me, what is the benefit if it is legalized?
clarify.
Right, right.
If it is not legalized in a society, the child become abashedly abandoned in a corner of a street. Parents become abandoned, becomes rent out their own children in a society.
Somebody can marry
If it is legalized in a society, children get
Okay,
their.
I have one question, okay, both of you. Say you have 5 husbands. Now, when you are in the family way, how is it possible for you to determine who the father is, exact father is? Because you share bed with all the 5 husbands. Now you are in the family way. So how is it possible for you to tell your son or daughter that this is your father? How can you?
First, medically I can find that who is the father. That is the
DNA test.
DNA test. And
that will be in every family there will be a DNA test.
okay, they can make their individual rule. For example, in Mahabharata, they had a rule that if Draupadi is with one husband, the other will not be there. If there is some rule like that, if they want that, then it is easy to determine who is the father. If there is not, then you have to go for medical test. Done.
No, she is talking about the DNA test to understand who the real father is.
Then, sir,
Are you getting that? What type of expense would be there?
Yes,
Means
sir.
they should be very whoopee. Otherwise, they can't allow for polygamy.
delivered a child, and after that running to doctor, then who is the father of this child? Then doing or otherwise don't need to know that. What
They are your-
5 fathers you have.
They are your father.
They are your fathers.
More
than one father you have.
Now the problem is that when you are going to fill up a form, the father's name you have to mention there.
Then I think
You have to mention all the names.
or maybe some rules can be
Even that not even
improvised.
now.
Then after that you
Even
need
in a
rules.
school, if
After
a
that you
child's
live
father calling for a guardian call, then how can that one is leading to that
One of the 5
particular
one of the 5 will go. No pardon to